Ladies and gentlemen and genital warts. I don't know. We're back.
Everything in between.
We're back.
Number 31.
Number 31.
My almost age.
Oh, we almost waited long enough between our weekly episodes.
Hang on. You are 31.
No, he's not. He's 30.
This guy.
He's 30. Oh, this guy. It's actually December 23rd.
Man's trying to add years and take hairs.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Man's taking his own hair. Look at that shit.
Not gonna lie.
Fresh shave.
Yeah, I cut it earlier and actually thought at some point I'm going to just ask one of you guys to cut my hair off.
Do you know what?
Let me, please.
When you first walked in, I went, oh, he's been to a barber's.
Yeah, mate, you know what?
That's unlike Arthur.
I'll give you credit. You do your own skin fade well. Because,
how are you doing it at the back of your head?
This is the first time I've done it.
I tell you what, we start this episode off with the greatest story ever, right? Me and Arthur used to live together. Yes. As some of you may know.
Yes.
For those of you joining us.
This could be any story at this point.
Greatest lad pad.
The greatest times in
so
all history.
The most tremendous lad pad.
Rest in peace.
I know the lad pads. Many people say. Everybody says it.
Yeah. It's the greatest. We had the greatest parties. Nobody had the better parties. We had the best. Anyway, shit ton impressions, as always, to start off the podcast. How else would But right, so Arthur cutting his hair for the first time in my presence. So Arthur has an open door policy, some might call it.
Oh, okay.
And, so all you heard was...
I was waiting.
Yeah. So I just hear zzz, and I'm like, what are you up to, bro? He's like, I'm just cutting my hair. I'm like, I'm going to go and look. What I didn't expect to see was Arthur bollock naked in his bathroom with 4 mirrors, like... Motherfuckers like look at my ass,
look at my
dude's got like one of those fucking mirrors where you can like see his face up close. He's got a fucking mirror strapped to the wall behind his head. He's got a huge mirror on the wall in front of him, and he just stood there bollock naked, just like, and I'm just like,
but they're like mirrors on sticks, like sellotape to you or something.
Yeah, funny you should say.
Roll of gaffer tape.
A mirror on. Remember those wicker chairs we had
mate,
with 3 chopsticks to hold it up.
Man's like the balancing act of mirrors, mate. It was like fucking House of Horrors, mate. I walked around there. I was like, I just see ass, dick, balls. I was like, I can't hide because there's a mirror reflecting every orifice of this.
You want to see me butt naked in House of Horrors?
Damn, like, holy shit. You go into like just like a streaker goes into a mirror maze, and all you see is like a fucking like fat wobbly cock fucking on all the mirrors.
Then you hope to walk into a mirror. Oh my god!
Just get knocked out by a Magnum
knocked
dog.
Out.
Yeah, you get knocked out.
I'll take that as a compliment. Cheers, bro.
Well, welcome back. It's episode 31, the greatest start of the shittest podcast ever. Yes.
We're in our 30s. It's good.
You are in your 30s.
Well in the 30s.
I was going to say, we are in our 30s. Yeah. Sorry, I was like, hold up. Don't write me off yet, brother. I might be fat, but I'm still young. I got time.
Hey, I'm still young.
Alaska. 2 more years we're clinging on.
If I died,
I'm still young.
If I died, they'd say you died young. Thanks.
I don't know.
That's the only
Whose
way.
joke is that?
That's Jimmy Carr's.
Jimmy,
He died young. No.
Almost said the other car, but that's the wrong one.
He was taken too soon.
Alan Carr.
Alan. They are brothers.
Oh,
What?
might as well be.
Hold up.
But yes, we are back, and none of us have any content. So this has been a great podcast. On to the next.
And that's
See
all
you
we
on
got time
episode
for.
32.
Yeah. See you next time.
I guess a quick lead on. The only thing I have is talking of ages.
I mean, there's plenty of things I can do about Arthur's open policy because motherfucker, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna air you out, son.
Yeah,
right?
it's happening.
So you know what?
Through lack of content, we end up on Arthur's bedroom.
I was quite a wholesome individual before I lived with Arthur. I think.
Right.
I was.
That's to say I'm not.
Within reason. Okay. I need to put my leg down. Oh fuck! Hello.
Here we go.
Edit that out.
We're getting in story mode now.
Yeah. Let me
Sitting up.
Let me bring you in real close, nice and close like. Apologies. Edit it out. But anyway, so me and Arthur start living together, and I'm kind of like, I knew he's a bit of an individual of. Man's a fruit bowl when it comes to goddamn being just open to
Fruit bowl?
fruity
Open to
fruity
everyone?
shit. Yeah,
Exposed
Well,
to the
Urban
elements.
Dictionary.
Arthur is a
hold it up. Anyway, so I started living with this guy, and I'm like, yeah, this will be great. This will be funny. He's like, yeah, we're gonna have so many parties. Day 1, COVID. Motherfuckers, we get locked in. Day 1.
Best test of our
Literally,
friendship
Yeah,
ever.
right. Literally,
Yeah.
the day we moved in, the next day, 2-week. What?
Flatten the curve 2 weeks.
Yeah, flatten the curve. 2
cool,
weeks.
bro. We're just gonna
literally,
flatten it.
We put a party in everyone's calendar for fucking 2 weeks' time. I was like, yeah, COVID's over, blah, blah, blah. I was like, it got pushed back. Oh, okay. It was, when did it? March? We moved in, I think March 16th.
Yeah,
It was
March
like
14th. March 20.
March 20.
Literally, fuck.
Literally the day after he moved in. I'm shit you not. He got his shit to the flat, hadn't even unpacked, and then like, lock it down.
And the first thing he said was party, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So,
mate,
it just
literally,
got over.
We'd fucking, the Facebook event was created. The times when everyone was like actually organized and willing to do shit. And we're like, the lockdown's happening. 2 weeks, we'll have a big party. Everyone's like, fucking great, cannot wait. Everyone's getting proper hyped.
And then Boris.
Extended a week. And I was like, okay,
Remember him?
we'll push it. We'll push it back. We'll push it back.
If your friends want to meet, you say no.
But me and the boys, we're gonna have cheese and wine this weekend, next weekend.
Doesn't apply to me. Doesn't apply to me.
We were in a bubble of 500. Right?
Work colleagues.
Everyone has a birthday twice a year.
It ended up that we got to August, and I was like, God damn, I pushed this back every week.
Yeah, was it August?
For like 4 months at this, or 3 months at this point. I'm like, fuck it, I'm cancelling it, and then we'll just make one when it comes around. And
as soon as we could eat out to help out,
when
we
was
were
it?
like
September?
partying to fucking...
Mate,
Arthur took that literally.
oh shit, yeah, motherfucker took this literally. I mean, I've kind of rambled on past the open door policy, but this sets the scene. So when the parties did finally start happening, holy shit, this motherfucker, right? You know what? It wasn't even just during parties, right? I'm just like, I'd come home late or some shit, be like 1 a.m, the bedroom door's open, the red light is on. I'm like,
Red light district.
but right, so me and Arthur both had neon signs. We bought them at the same time. I was like, this is
they were
dope.
sick.
We built Arthur this fucking dope bed. Like, motherfuckers, like, please help me fucking screw all these batons into the seat. Like,
man moves in and then the hacksaw is like,
just like the power tools came out. This motherfucker builds the fucking 4-poster sex bed, and he's waited 6 months to build.
Oh mate, well yeah, it was a COVID. Everyone has a lockdown project. That was my COVID lockdown project.
It's the room of dreams.
You know what? I've got a photo of it if you'd like it to throw it up. But
if you dream of such things, it's the room of dreams.
It was it's a goddamn fucking straight out of 50 Shades of Grey motherfucking room.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn.
What I loved about that was having the fucking electric saw on the balcony just cutting wood.
Mate, yeah, this cunt's just like he's out there with his shirt off, like fucking Bob the Builder.
I was like, should I do it on a Thursday night when they're all clapping? Is that harsh?
Silence those claps.
That woman at the bus stop.
Have you got a spare 4x4?
I got you to bring that fucking sander to the party because our fucking like balcony was
shit,
rough as fuck.
yeah,
8 in the morning, hung over the next day, like Saturday, like, do you think the neighbours will mind? My fucking hand is like shaking because this thing's like vibrating.
So good.
But fuck them. We just moved in. We didn't give a fuck. But anyway, yeah. So I'm like, oh, red lights on. I'm like, Arthur. He's like, yo. He's like, come in.
Come in.
Motherfucker. I'm like,
Open
oh,
door
cool. Walk
policy.
through the door. Man's just balls deep in a bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, God damn. Mate, you know what? Like, I walked past this guy's room and he's like, want to join? I'm like, no, it's 2 a.m. on a Wednesday night. I got work in the morning.
I've got dinner plans.
I came out for a glass of water and this is what I get? Like, what the fuck? I'm like,
I don't think I was even off the next day for some of those.
Let's
just do it.
Want to join? I'm like,
bruh.
No.
Kinda.
I wanna.
I'm going to get my water and I'm going to see if I'm still thirsty after it.
My mind's telling me no.
But my body.
Shuffling past the door in slippers and a dressing gown. Like,
he just sees me walk past like a disguise each time to get a better look. Just like, moustache goes on. I'm just like,
you're just like, yo, we definitely shouldn't do this, bro.
No, I definitely don't want to join in. But yeah, no, mate, honestly, we had some fucking nutty parties in that place as well. Like, how we never got kicked out. Like, me and Ant lived there.
Right?
Me and Ant got... So I lived in this flat before.
with plain walls.
Yeah, with plain walls. The walls were plain. It was like a prison. The lights were off. The walls were plain. Sorry, Ant.
The door was closed.
Yeah, the door was closed. The yoga mat was only thing on the floor.
This is just to explain, I guess, the previous guy I mate who just had nothing on the walls.
Mate,
just
you know what, right?
A mattress on the floor,
the
and that was
best
it.
thing ever, right? So Ant is a minimalistic man, but we were kind of like, do you just not want to buy shit? He's like, no, I just like plain walls. Me and Luke just looked at each other like, okay.
I think part of his reasoning was like, well, it's more efficient for the day when I move out.
I mean, it's not wrong.
The motherfucker moved out quick, to be fair. Like, it was just like, oh, you know what?
We had one yoga mat, one mattress, the guy was gone.
He managed to move a sofa in.
Mate, the day we moved... Yeah. No, mate, you didn't even manage that. Motherfucker turned up late to our moving in day. I'm like, brother, I'm like loading all the shit. And I'm like, motherfucker, where are you? He's drunk on the floor in the flat with no furniture in. Get there and there's just a blanket and a fucking blind that's like streaming through. You can see all the sun. I was like, what is this? And he's just like, I slept here. Yeah, he slept in the flat because he's like, oh, I have a work night in fucking Basingstoke. And he was like, I don't live in Basingstoke, so I'll stay in my new flat that is there. But there's no furniture, so he just slept on the floor with nothing.
At least he had a blanket.
No, I don't know. I can't even remember if he did. I can't remember if he brought it out.
Just he was wearing his shirt let over
in his
him.
bedroom. Yeah, like motherfuckers was just like on the floor on this cold hard rug. The like brown rug as well. That was awful. It was just like,
I'm not cold.
Yeah. Turn the heating up. That's why our gas bill was fucking insane the first day. But yeah, so I mean, it was comical. But we got so many noise complaints because we were just having back to back parties.
Yeah.
But how none of ours did. I have a video of Matt like doing the fucking like, what is it? The fucking
shouting.
The dance. Oh yeah, Matt fucking shouting off the balcony at fucking 4 a.m, bollock naked, and I mean bollock naked.
We have images.
The dude was.
We have the picture proof.
We got the proof. We got the proof. So much evidence.
We got the evidence.
We got the evidence. Man's just shouting like fucking prayers off the fucking balcony at 4 a.m. Drunk, eating a block of cheese. Bollock naked. I'm like...
The obligatory cheese bite from our fucking block like, and put it back in the fridge.
Bear in mind, like, it was just the three of us. I was like, one, why are you naked? Two, why are you eating my cheese? And three, get the fuck off the balcony. No one wants to hear the prayers.
That wasn't a party. That was just three of you.
A night we had in.
This wasn't the Domino's spend, was it?
Yeah.
It might have been that one.
He was like, yeah, let's do...
bought like
we watched Hot Ones.
Domino's.
We'd had a fucking few tokes of the Vapor Raper. And motherfuckers just there like... I fancy some chicken wings. Spends 100 quid on Domino's. He ordered 4 pizzas. I was like, I thought you wanted wings. He was like, yeah, they were in the bundle. None of us touched a slice of pizza.
Buy 4 pizzas, get 1 wing free.
This was when Tubby was fat.
Bargain.
This is when Fat Man was extra fat, and I was like, I don't even want pizza, bro. Just give me the wings.
Yeah.
Fucking cooked as shit. Like, and then I'm like, why are you now naked? Please get off my balcony and stop screaming Arabic prayers.
Just blinks. Just wait a minute.
Just.
Pepperoni does it to me, boys.
It's the pepperoni nipples. It's just there with slices or covering every piece of him. Like,
shit. Fucking hanging the wings from his nipples like on the balcony.
Or like when they
you want some those... hot ones? Oh fuck! But yeah, so mate, so honestly, good. That fucking how we never got the boot from that place.
Honestly,
is beyond me.
To be fair, I wrote some letters and pinned them on the notice board saying we're having a party.
I'm not that considerate. Actually, right. I don't know if they counted as death threats or not, but the only time. Right, so I don't know if I told you this, but literally, I come back one day. I'd been away for a weekend, but it was like we'd had a big party on like a Friday, and I'd gone away on the Saturday morning and come back Sunday. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna check the mailbox, and I'm like, why is there a bunch of fish sticks in my mailbox? Like it's like a hot August day. I'm like, fuck, man, this stinks. I was like, there's a bunch of raw fish sticks in my fucking letterbox.
Fuck, you know.
And then I'm like, so I clear it out. Well, yeah, clear it out. And then I go upstairs, and I'm like, there was a streak of bacon strapped to the front, slapped to the front door.
Fucking piece of bacon.
Fucking piece of bacon.
It was good for me.
I might have a photo, but literally, there's like a slice of bacon, raw bacon, stuck to the door, and then what? It was a whole egg, but it wasn't like they'd thrown it at the door and smashed it. They just left the whole egg, put it on the doorstep, and there was a feather on top of it. I was like, did a bird fly in here, lay a piece of bacon on the door, and lay an egg? Like, what is this prank? I was like,
some fucking lost.
I walked in. I was like, have we been robbed? I was like, the door was locked. I was like, was anything missing? I was like, walked in like, Every night for the week after, I'm like looking through the fucking spy hole, like any noise I heard, like paranoid. There's some
Waiting for the next drop.
sticking bacon. I was like, oh, breakfast. That'll cook me up for the fucking morning.
It's like collecting free samples. Collecting free samples at Costco. Eventually, you got like a full meal. It's got like every slice of bacon you just
It's like
keep
me
in.
when I was going past Arthur's room, just going for the cheese blocks, moustache, fucking top hat on, dress on, like just.
So you don't get a milkman anymore. You just get the one strip of bacon, man, and fucking
an egg
in a glass
an
bottle.
egg with a feather. Like motherfuckers shit that out on my doorstep.
maybe it was a chicken just came up, just
That's what I'm saying, bro. Just fucking it had a streak of like a rasher of bacon thrown on it, and it was like yeeting itself around our third floor. At least I think they go through 3 doors to get to that fucking front door. Like it was like 3 fire doors as well. They weren't just like left open, like they auto closed.
They'd have been buzzed in.
Man, literally,
Must
someone
have been next door.
had gone. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it was next door, and I knocked, and I was like, "Hello, does anyone know why there's bacon on my door?" Like, no one answered, but I feel like they knew.
Is that a hidden message?
I was listening.
Was it smoky bacon?
Or didn't really
Gonna smoke you out.
It was a bit like, you know what? I was like, oh, that's going to go rank if I leave that there. I was kind of like, I'm too hungover for this shit. But god damn it. I was like, this is comical, but also kind of weird.
Yeah.
So, that flat had some fucking funny times. But,
Saw a lot of memories, right?
Mate. Shit was nutty. Mate, you were there, like... every day of the week. Motherfuckers like, I'll just turn up. We'll
the
do
maddest
pod.
one though, the balcony. How many people do we have on that fucking balcony?
That
It was
first
wobbling.
night.
Way above
It was
wavelength.
wobbling.
Yeah, that
Way above.
motherfucking what was it? Fucking health agency come up. This is above board. Like, goddamn, like literally. I remember there were so many people on this, and I mean, it can't have been like much. Like a little bit wider than this sofa.
It was like a meter out.
Yeah,
maybe
like a meter
out.
out.
Maybe
meter out and like 2 meters wide.
Yeah.
And it was like 30 people on this balcony. And I mean, people were like fucking, like the Tube on a Monday morning at 8 a.m.
Right.
Like motherfucking sardines in there. And I remember standing in the doorway, like, there's like 3 bolts that hold this thing on. I was like, I ain't stepping on that. I was like,
Still doesn't melt.
I was like a 30-stone dude, bro. I was like, that's tempting fate. I was like, Tubby ain't adding to this fucking casualty.
You should have had one of those signs like they have in lifts. You know, 12
Weight
persons
limit.
or 200 kg.
Yeah, it's like 8,000 kg limit. I'm like,
At an average weight
of average weight.
Skinny bitches, get on.
Mate, when you work those out, like literally,
18 dwarves.
As a fat dude, you look at that shit and you go, actually, how above average am I? And I'm like,
how many persons am I?
Mate, they're like 55 kgs when you actually divvy it out by the thing. I'm like, motherfucker, who's 50 kg? I'm like, this is not average person. I was like, god damn, if I'm like 8 people on my own if it's 50 kg. Like at the time, I'm like, holy shit, like don't get in this lift. I need it on my own, otherwise it won't move.
10 people, 15
and Tubby
doors.
can't take the stairs.
20 children. 30 infants.
I was like, I can walk down them, but I ain't
pedo.
walking up them. That's for sure. God damn. Now I'm like, oh. Everyone's like, holy shit, you got up the stairs now? I'm like, yeah, I'm a changed man. I'm slightly less fat than I was.
I think the worst one was by the end as well, because we had the fog machine, right?
Oh, fuck me, dude.
And by the end, we had them installed new, what are they called? Fire alarms.
Yeah, they
so we had 3 to cover up.
Mate,
what a mish.
Arf was there, like, sellotaping fucking bin bags.
Yeah. It's not good.
Bin bags to the fucking fire alarms because he's like, yeah, I want to use I'm fucking drunk as shit. There's a party, the Halloween one.
Oh.
I'm flying my drone in a room full of like 40 people. I got a fucking Mavic Mini and then a smoke machine. So I'm like, I can't see a fucking thing. But I was
I'm blind.
I was like, if this thing hits someone, it'll slice them. I've cut my own like fucking
film? Was
thing.
it Jurassic Park?
Just,
like, got it.
Yeah. Fucking flying to someone's head. We're going to bring back a segment that we haven't done for a little while. It's the Am I the Arsehole? It's been a hot minute, but we know you guys enjoyed these. We had a submission recently from an unknown user, as always, but hey, it is what it is.
Was it Mr. Simp?
Simping ain't easy, actually, but it's with EZ. So I appreciate your submission.
Anyone for a simp?
Yeah. Simps Are Us has submitted... Am I the arsehole for looking through a girl that I'm not dating's phone, but she lives with me and I wasn't really sure, but I think she was fucking another dude?
You did that last bit without reading it. That was well good.
yeah, you know, you look away.
It's like you memorise this shit.
Yeah, bro, look, it's fucking, look, it's right there. Like, this fucking,
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so
They
boys.
spelt memorise.
Well written post, actually.
You know what? That's,
His
yeah,
grammar
we
was good at
appreciate
least,
that,
even if he's an
Symphony
arsehole.
So what was the not with them?
So yeah, wasn't dating the person. I don't know. Sounds like they live
I
together.
mean, not that it's okay when you do it with a partner, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well,
That's fucked.
I mean, you
Why-
sound like you're in the
why
same
is he doing
side.
it?
I don't
That's-
know. Well,
that's
I'm
fucked.
not, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
fucked.
So
It's
he was suspicious of some activity, right?
Be suspicious.
Yeah, so he's
No,
put.
or
He,
she.
he thinks they, in this instance, have put that they're suspicious of someone for doing something, but they're not in a relationship. So
Right,
Do they
okay.
live together or something?
yeah. So they've said that they live together. Motherfucker, get the facts, all right? We're going to run it down. We'll bullet point
does he
it
need
for
to
you,
read
right?
this
Look,
word for word
literally,
again?
Read it.
Read it again, Josh. Read it again, word for word. Just like you did it before.
Hey, simping ain't
That is
easy,
a
right?
dodgy fucking username on Reddit, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, right.
Don't be suspicious.
Is it no? Am I the asshole for going through someone's phone that lives with me? We're not dating, but we've been kind of, I don't know, like
Fucking
doing some
about.
yeah, fucking about.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like they've been seeing someone else, so I went through their phone. What do we think?
I have a hard rule on this.
Got hard on.
I've got a hard. Just
impartial.
thinking
I'm
about
impartial.
it. Oh, fuck, going through someone's phone, man. Oh, fuck. I have a hard fucking pass on anything to do with
It's
that.
a no from me.
It's a get the fuck out.
Yeah, welcome to do it, but once you've done it, see ya.
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially if they find some incriminating
well, you know,
evidence.
I've cucked myself at that point, but you know
Yeah,
what?
right.
If the evidence is there, you shouldn't have found it. But, you've
yeah,
cucked
yeah,
yourself.
true, yeah.
Right.
Played yourself, player.
Yeah. Am I mad about it because I had to have shit to hide, or am I mad about it because just generally it's fucky? I don't know. If I had nothing to hide,
I
would
think
I
my
mind?
favorite thing would ever be is like finding out someone went through my phone and then there being nothing and then being like, get the fuck out.
Yeah. That's true.
Just like, are you happy now?
Same result. Yeah.
And they just expect
yeah.
it to be like, yeah, they didn't find anything. And
yeah, they'd be like, no, I knew I loved you. I knew I could trust you.
And it's just like, well, now I don't trust you,
yeah.
so hit the road.
I
Jack.
proved I trust you by looking through your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh wow!
So
I just
true.
wanted to solidify
Just
my
wanted
trust
to
in you.
prove it. Yeah, it's so
yeah.
toxic.
Those
But-
ones where they catch people in the street and they're like, yo, you're going to have to swap phones for 1 minute. And then they do it to the guy and he's like, yeah, cool. And they do it to the girl and she's turning her phone off.
yeah.
And then it's like,
Just fucking like,
it's died.
she's just like, they're like, oh yeah, now how about you? She's just like,
yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh, I don't know what's wrong with it. It won't work.
oh fuck, it's broken. Yes.
At any point in a relationship, whether it's official or not, if you're going through someone's phone, like that's trust is gone.
Yeah, man.
You can't get it back.
Yeah, I mean it's dead, isn't it? Like,
You
don't
have
get
to
me wrong,
trust
right?
someone to
Mate,
cheat.
just fucking have the conversation, right?
Yeah.
If you want to know, like they're either going to lie to you or they're going to tell you the truth, and either way, you either choose to believe them
Yeah.
and stay,
Yeah.
or you fuck off your own way. Because
Yeah.
a motherfucker obviously ain't happy in his own head.
Yeah. True.
Or their own head.
Or
whoever's
her own
head.
head, yeah.
Whoever
it might be.
Goddamn, they, them, fucking
Oh,
everyone.
wish this simple left a name.
Goddamn, Symphony EZ.
Simponator.
Yeah.
Supernator 3000.
Come on down and check out the new
I mean, I'll say it
Wendy's.
from
The
experience,
Wendy's
'cause
Simponator burger.
I have done it before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
In what
Many years ago.
context, if you don't mind me asking?
Expander.
Yeah, yeah.
Context of having suspicion enough that I
Was
felt
this a
it warranted
partner?
it. Yeah. It was a
Long term,
partner.
short term?
Long-term partner.
Okay.
And then, I mean, interesting you
I
pointed
mean-
out about if you didn't find anything, because I did, and it kind of ended the relationship. But it's like,
Is
I
that
don't know
therefore a good
But
I
thing?
don't know if the means justifies the
if
end.
you hadn't found
Yeah.
anything,
And I don't think I'd ever do it again.
If,
but
yeah.
If
If
I
you hadn't found
out,
anything, what would you have
I guess
done?
I wouldn't have known. So I wouldn't have done anything.
Would
See, this is the issue, though. Is 'cause
what
when
was the
they find
fallout?
out, I guess.
Because I assume
What's
there was
the lead
fallout.
up? What's the lead up to it? Yeah, I guess for you to kind of for it to go through your head and go, actually, yeah, fuck, I need to do this. Like,
Just like
because
things being.
I mean, I was there actually during that period. Obviously,
Yeah,
we've been
yeah.
friends a long time, and I kind of know where your headspace was at because I practically came and lived with you at one point, right?
Ah,
It's kinda,
yes.
yeah, good times. Yeah, mate, Arthur hosted me before I hosted him. I was like, return the favor. Ant's getting the fuck out. You want to come live with a brother?
These
So
walls are
brother
too
out.
plain.
These walls are plain. I need some sex dungeons, please.
I did everything I could to get rid of those walls. I was like,
we sat down. I was like, so what can you bring? And he was just like, I guess
it's an interview, isn't it?
It's like plain walls, Sex dungeon. I was like,
I can bring a 4-poster.
you
And
know
get
what?
rid of the fucking brown carpet as much as
Yeah,
I
you know
could.
what? Yeah, motherfucker bought the biggest, shaggiest rug I've ever seen in my. How big was that? That motherfucking arm and a leg man spent on this rug.
Yeah.
Goddamn vapes getting passed
I
around
still
like
have
Bolivian
that?
balls out here. Goddamn.
I think I had to sack it off as well. It was like an
sick.
£80 rug.
Oh, you sacked it off. You didn't roll it up.
So I'm interested.
think so.
I'm interested to know. Clearly, you found some stuff which you said then ended the
yeah.
relationship.
So-
So how was that brought up?
Yeah, how did you go about it once you found the stuff?
Yeah, I just found it and then just immediately confronted. I didn't want to be
Did you
like
kind of be like,
snide
yo,
or
I looked at
anything
your
about it.
phone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I needed to, and for whatever reason.
Yeah, and I was like, explain this. And then
How long was this relationship? You don't mind me asking?
7 years.
Oh, wow. Fuck. Shit, I didn't realize it was actually that long. So
Yeah.
That's a
crazy.
coincidence.
Oh, yeah.
And it's,
what a winky dink.
Seems like a rule.
Yeah, mate. The lucky 27s. Just minus 20.
So, like, how about this one? If you'd have gone through the phone, not found anything, I assume you wouldn't have told your
No, he said he
partner.
wouldn't have done anything.
It's interesting, isn't it? I guess I don't know. I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know.
I guess you wouldn't really, would you? I don't know. It's a weird
Yeah,
situation.
you kind of feel
being-
guilty in your own right. I kind of, I sympathize with the fact that it's kind of like, yes, I understand that when like you get in your own head so much that you just want an answer,
You just need to find out for sure.
but
Yeah.
then it's kind of like you are literally invading that person's privacy,
Yeah.
which is never right, right?
You know me. I've always been so big on privacy and all the rest of it.
Exactly.
So even when I was doing it, I was
to do
like,
it is like crazy, which it surprised me actually. But it's kind of like you get to a point, right? And it's kind of,
yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like it's important to say that I did it if we're being honest about the conversation.
Yeah, of
'cause
course.
Now I'm a bit older, I definitely like certainly
you
in my
reflect.
relationship
Would you do
now,
it again?
Literally wouldn't do it again because you
Interesting.
transforms at how you're just like that's not what trust is.
This is my point. So you getting to that point where you had to look,
Yeah, the
you
trust
should
is
have
already
recognized.
gone.
You should have recognized in your head
The
that I
fact
don't trust this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't be with that individual if you don't trust them.
Mm.
But then I think I know how you were. You were very infatuated with this person, and I completely understand it. Right, 7 years. Like, obviously, not going to divulge your entire life, but the situation was deep, and it was just one of those things. So I get it, but I don't, because I know that, like you say, you're big on privacy. You've always been fucking man's the BitLocker king.
boy.
But yeah, it's just fucking throwing up the hype again. What was that episode where we were talking about security?
Should have kept that shard 256 encrypted.
Yeah,
Bitch.
That's it. Yeah. Never type your password in a fucking.
Man's got his underwear
in a
drawer and
fucking
two-factor
museum.
authentication.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just. I think you get blinded by it though, don't you? You kind of like, oh, am I like so you want to see the best in this person, but you need to know. But then when you find it, you're kind of like, right, there's the closure, I know. But then when you don't, you're like, well, now I've fucking ruined this relationship because you've broken their trust. So it's.
Do you think if you hadn't have found anything and your partner had found out that you went through the phone, would that also have been a deal breaker the other way around? Would that have been a relationship ender?
Oh, for the other person to end it.
Yeah,
on
if-
that basis.
So if she'd found out that you'd gone for her phone, there was nothing
and didn't
there.
find anything.
I don't know. Probably not. But I just it's a weird one because the way I am.
You are
about
very
it now,
open though. I think you're very like. I
Yeah.
think you could have the. You've
Well,
always
it's the
been.
surreptitiousness of it.
You've always
If
had
I
the
said,
adult conversation.
"There's my phone.
afterwards. Yeah, exactly.
do what you want, I would
So,
do that now.
yeah.
Really, I just.
Yeah, I know
care.
you're very open in the sense of like.
Here's the bitches I'm fucking.
Yeah, legit. Man's like, yeah. Well, that's
What do you think?
That's
Got
what
any
I mean.
tips?
Yeah, goddamn, yeah, just the tip. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think when you get to that point and you're just like, fuck, right. Like, I'm in agreement with you here because it's kind of like, I don't trust this person anymore. I want to know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, but I
It's
feel
confirmation
like,
bias at that point, isn't
it's
it?
just, it's
The trust is
literally,
gone.
regardless of if you look through the phone or not, you don't trust them. And okay, it might go, oh yeah, that's the closure I needed. I trust in you, like we were saying a second ago. But regardless, you didn't trust them enough to the point where you wanted to go and invade their privacy. Yeah. And
More than just asking them. It's been
it's
like,
just
look,
dick move, but I understand it, and it's kind of one of those things. And I'm sure there's plenty of other people, but I still don't agree with it.
drop in the comments below. Have you ever looked through a partner's phone? Has a partner ever looked through your phone? What was the response? Let us know.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think this is it. Like, it's finding out fucking. It's such a weird thing, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
can you, like if you're on the receipt. I mean, you've been on the receiving
Yeah,
end, right?
so-
So like, what was your kind of thought process actually? So yeah, you've received.
You're the red.
Yeah,
Hang on a
this
minute.
I'm in the middle. Yeah. Well, you know,
We're back in the room.
Arthur's giving, Luke's receiving.
So this was like really early on in a relationship that ended up being a very long-term serious relationship. And yeah, my partner at the time went through my phone. Now, weirdly, she found stuff that wasn't, it wasn't like me cheating. It was very weird, and I can't really give much more, but basically she found some stuff that wasn't cool.
Sus,
It was sus, yeah.
but it wasn't confirmed.
Yeah, I'll tell you boys
Across
afterwards.
a blurred line.
You'll just have to imagine.
imagine,
Yeah,
you can imagine.
just imagine some sus shit. But it wasn't me cheating.
Sus shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sus.
I'm sus.
But so yeah, on one hand, she found some stuff that she wasn't happy with. But on the other hand, I felt so betrayed that I literally hit the roof, and I was like, that is a deal breaker to me. And if that ever happens again, like, okay, you found some stuff that's not cool. We'll talk about that and I'll explain it. But if that ever happens again, I will leave and I will go immediately with no like second chances, because I just felt so like betrayed. Or like,
Yeah,
And because you're so sus.
yeah, because there was such shit on my phone.
Because you're a shady cunt. Right?
So maybe if there wasn't shit on my phone,
like, yeah.
I think I still would have reacted the same. But that's probably because of the trauma that I'd had from my previous partner who fucked me up.
Yeah.
And I was
You and me both, brother.
because she fucking lived on my phone.
Yeah.
Sending
messages on like Facebook, and I'd come back like 2 years later, be like, I never posted this shit.
Memories
Hold
popping
up,
up.
wait a minute, like
that's
This
worrying,
this
man.
is a story, right? About a toxic girlfriend that we both shared.
Hey, you know what? This is some incestual podcast.
Dude,
The
clear
boys
this
have been
one.
through it together. But yeah, so for whatever reason,
This crazy bitch.
To be fair, even my ex at the time, she almost led her astray. So I stepped clear of her.
Yeah.
you know what? You're a smarter man than me, that's for sure.
Yeah, and me.
Luke, yeah,
And this was my first girlfriend. I was Mr. Simpington at this point as well.
Yeah, fucking old simpage.
Yeah, like
Simply ain't
attractive
easy.
girl wants to suck my penis. I'll do anything you want.
Please love me.
And
No,
so
not really.
unbeknownst to, because this is the same experience for both of us. So unbeknownst to both of us, this bitch would be on our phones.
Fucking
without
like-
us knowing, posting on our behalf, saying, "I love my princess so much."
Yeah, fucking love this girl. Can't believe I've been blessed with such
Yeah.
like the most amazing girlfriend. And then she'd hide it.
Yes.
And then like 3 years after the relationship ended, I was like, memories. I was like,
3 years ago today.
What the fuck is that? I was like, that's not my typing. I was like, I've said some weird shit on Facebook, but I certainly haven't ever put something like that. Like,
But the worst thing for me, the worst thing is that my friends were obviously seeing this shit at the time. I wasn't seeing this, and they genuinely all thought it was me. Never said anything.
This simpy boy.
And they thought, "Oh my god, this guy's wet as fuck." Oh my god.
old Simpington over here. You and me both. You never told me. Oh, mine was after your experience.
My memories haven't popped up at this point, so I was like,
Damn you,
realise.
Facebook.
I
Where's
know.
the warning, bro?
Damn you, Facebook. God
like-
damn, they probably hadn't even invented memories at that point.
No, probably not. Probably not.
God, yeah.
So yeah, the experience of that, I think I was so traumatized by all that shit.
Yeah.
The next person I met and was started seeing, I was like, never again. Never again. And when the first sign of it happening,
yeah.
that's probably why I was
Hold
like,
up.
no,
The flag.
no, yeah.
Shing.
This flag is red.
Drop it down. We're at half mast right now, but we're almost full. Like, you better start reaming, bitch.
You only got me a half mast. You better get me to full.
Get it back down, otherwise I'm gonna smack a bit. No.
Yeah, that's control
Yeah,
101.
oh,
isn't
mate,
it?
it was-
She was
it was pretty
advertising
nice.
herself for the next bloke. Just like, oh,
No,
mate,
mate,
this
honestly.
guy had a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
time.
Wow, this bitch sounds amazing.
She won't take all my money and fucking do all these
God,
posts.
Yeah, she won't lie about having cancer and go and fuck other dudes. Run the fucking 4 years of recovery after that. No relationships. Goddamn. Fucking therapy.
Oh man,
We joke, but we.
what a road to go down.
Yeah, yeah. Good times.
Toxic, crazy exes.
Don't put your dick in crazy.
So yeah, long story short, don't put
The
your
long
dick in
story
crazy.
short is don't put your dick in crazy. Unless it's real fit.
Okay. Any
Real.
more for any more?
I went and saw Pink Floyd, the cover band. The other day. This is Australian cover, Pink Floyd. Mate, what a fucking experience. Holy shit, right? I've been to some gigs before and like, I don't like festivals and stuff, but this was like an experience. I kind of wish I'd sat down, had dinner and a fucking meal, mate. Like, honestly, it would have made the experience that tiny bit better, but fuck me, dude. These guys know how to put on a fucking light show. Like, if you like Pink Floyd, which I do, very like involved with like the older music because of my dad. What a fucking show!
What was the venue?
Oh, it was G Live, Guildford.
Oh,
So
shit.
so literally, I bought my dad tickets for Father's Day. Me and my brothers.
What a show for G Live.
Well,
Oh,
Production was
mate,
crazy.
honestly. So Arthur, sorry, throw him up. Get some videos. But honestly, what a show! I've never wanted to do mushrooms more in my life. God damn it! Like, motherfucker, the only thing that would have made it funnier is the meal, sitting down and fucking off your chops on shrooms, because rainbows, bro. Like, they did the album Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Classic.
what a show! Mate,
The whole
honestly.
album.
Mate, yeah, literally, it started at 8, finished at 11. I was
Wow.
like, fuck me, I'm standing.
That's a lot of singing. Oh my God.
Mate, honestly. But it was like,
Must be hot on that stage.
well, it wasn't just like, it's not just one dude singing. Like, they had 3 backup fucking singers. They had the like second guitarist, or the bassist would sing, the fucking main. I was like, mate, these guys have 4 guitarists.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was nuts. Literally, the drummer, mate, the dude must have been fucking sweltering though, because he played
and deaf.
all the whole time. Motherfucker never moved. So 3.5 hours of Pink Floyd songs. Don't get me wrong, some of them are slower, some of them are faster, but fuck me, like, one song's 13 minutes long. Like, I was like, fuck, man, I'm gonna go for a piss. Like, I'll be back, and it was still on. And I was like, there was a queue. Like, goddamn, this motherfuckers ain't stopping. Like. Oh, what a fucking show. Like, absolutely.
I assume with the OG ones, I'm clearly not that musically inclined, but with the OG Pink Floyd ones, just like as good as that.
Do you mean Pink Floyd?
Yeah, I mean Pink Floyd. Yeah.
I mean,
What was the
production.
original Pink Floyd band?
Mate, you know what, like, sound and stuff, right? I mean, obviously nothing beats the original, but the guy is like so fucking close to the fucking guys. Like, the vocals are insane.
Because I look at all those visuals and I'm just like, I've been to Muse concerts like that, and I'm like, shit, this is the kind of this is where they get it from. Like,
oh, mate, honestly. So, like, I mean, I don't imagine that Pink Floyd did a show like that in the sense of production, because it just wasn't probably available. But like, I'm sure they've done some fucking nutty shows. But yeah, this was like a fucking performance instead of a fucking thing. It was so nuts. So
your dad
aspire to?
headbanging and that.
oh, mate, my dad fucking whistling like goddamn fucking. I was like, fuck my ear, man. I'm like, goddamn,
so
I
good.
stood next to you, motherfucker.
Transported him back to when he was 21.
Yeah, mate.
We're watching the same thing.
Mate, they like, my dad fucking, they performed live back in the 70s, dude. My dad would have been 6 or 4, when the 70s hit. Like, goddamn, he's only 57.
God.
Yeah. So literally,
So he was out when he was 4.
Mate. Yeah, mate. Dad on the sesh, mate. Dad on the sesh.
6 foot already, headbanging. Just
Mate,
like,
actually,
let's go.
talking about my dad, like, just in general, like, these funny fucking stories, right? It's telling me, like, I think like mid to late 70s, the bin men all went on strike. I know I've told this story before.
Oh, yeah.
Maggie.
But like, I don't know what like 100 quid was worth back in the 70s. But
Probably double or something.
well, I think 25 quid was the weekly wage, or like monthly wage.
Yeah.
or
Oh yeah, it's way
something
more.
like that. So
100
it was-
quid would be like
100 quid
10
was
grand or something.
big money, right?
Okay.
So my dad and his brother, during the bin strikes, used to go around. They lived in like central London, so they lived in
A lot of bins.
Belham, and they'd go door to door, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we'll get rid of all your bins for 50p," and they'd do that all fucking day. And all they'd do is, bearing in mind in London, it's all terrace houses, right? Grab the bags. There'd be like 10, 15 bags, and they'd throw them next door, and literally they're just doing pass the parcel of all these fucking
These
bin bags to
fucking
the next
bags.
guy. And then they go to the next house and be like, "Oh, just get rid of your bin bags." And then they pay them. So there's a quid every 2
They all
houses.
paid 50p to have an argument with their neighbour the next day.
No. So, but right, imagine
The original
imagine
fly
You
tipping.
start all the way at the
I
right.
see.
You start all the way at the right, and there's bins. and then they just throw it over the fence. And then they'd clear the bins from there, and then they keep going, and they keep going. And it got to the point where there was just a huge fucking pile of rubbish at the end of their street, which then no one gave a fuck about because it wasn't on their property.
Brilliant.
But they were like, and they're like 9 to, I think my dad was 9, my uncle was like 12, and they were going home with 100 quid a day. They'd be like, fuck it, like we're staying out until we've made like 50 quid or 100, and then they get greedy, obviously, as you would. You're like, we're at 50, then fuck it, let's make it 100. It's 2 o'clock.
Get greedy and then get caught.
Keep
Supply
throwing the
and
bins.
demand,
What are you getting
motherfucker.
caught for? Like, all they're doing, we're moving it, the fucking thing.
Yeah, they
like,
knock on an undercover bin man's door
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
takes
yeah.
them down. Citizen's arrest.
fucking, but yeah, literally. So they're fucking.
Had enough money to invest in an
They're
actual
just,
bin
literally,
van.
yeah,
Before you know it, they are the bin men.
Yeah, they're fucking. Motherfuckers like Mr. Clean all of a sudden now. Like,
And then they realise they're not getting paid enough, so they go on strike. And the cycle continues.
Like, back to the old days, boys. Like, yeah, back to the roots. Time
See
to start
some
fucking
kids doing what they used to do. Oi, you fucking...
Yeah, you fucking little cunts. Like, fucking.
Pull up on the road. The bin lorry's got like a little jingle, like ice cream van.
The bin man, like, ding, ding, everyone's like running with their bins, like, please take my shit.
Take my big boy.
Please take my big boy. Take the kid with you as well. He's fucking causing too much rubbish.
Yeah,
Taking pictures.
Yeah.
Stood with your bin bag by the van.
50p for a photo with your bin bag and the van man collecting it.
Oh, mate.
But yeah, so literally.
Those days would be the fucking ones with the flash, wouldn't it?
But then,
Sorry, no, it's not that one.
Like the fucking black powder flash.
but yeah, fucking mate, what a great idea.
That's
Just
genius.
all you did was.
I mean, it's
throw
highly
some-
illegal and
well,
immoral.
In the 70s.
Essentially,
Illegal?
fly
70s.
tipping
Mate,
en masse.
En masse fly tipping and then just leaving at the end of the road. But hey.
Is it illegal?
He
He was 9. He was
bin man will
9.
get
What
that.
were they going to do? Yeah, the bin man eventually got it. But he said it got to the point where they'd left so much rubbish at the end of the street that everyone was just coming out in the end and just putting their rubbish
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
They're
Oh, they
like,
did
"That's
themselves
the
out of
local tip."
business.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck,
Well, then they
yeah.
just go to the next street. It wasn't. They're in London, bro. They're like, yeah, don't shit where you eat. They'd go like fucking 10 minutes away, 20 minutes away from their house.
It's making like mini
Just work,
landfills.
yeah, literally. I mean,
That
if
became
anything,
Fulham.
That's the right mindset, isn't it?
it wasn't far from where he lived, actually.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Might have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, what a fucking entrepreneurial spirit.
I love it.
That's where
Brilliant.
I've got the sales acumen from, bro. Just fucking
Smart man.
lie for a living and throw your shit in other people's gardens,
Well, that's 50p's.
mate. But yeah, literally, what a fucking not like. Bear in mind they're 12. They'd split it 50 quid in a 9-year-old's pocket in the 70s. Like motherfucker was richer than my fucking granddad probably. He's going home like, oh, here's the fucking here's an extra 10 for your troubles, dad. And he's like, fuck me, this is milk money for a month.
Yeah.
I do
Like-
actually think of starting a business like that where you collect
throwing
food
bins
waste.
at- oh, yeah.
No, collecting food waste.
Mate, you've
and
had
get it
some
in a
good business
biodigester.
ideas, actually.
Oh, Arthur.
That's a bit of effort. if I'm
I mean, the
honest.
council does collect food.
They do it
waste.
anyway,
Yeah.
don't they? And everyone ignores
That's
it.
in your
doesn't-
council tax
Yeah,
as well,
yeah.
bro. You might as well, you're
Yeah,
paying it
true.
anyway.
But not
so-
every council does. Basingstoke doesn't.
Well, you know, just
I'm
throw it in.
Surrey does. I mean, I don't know what they do with it. It probably just goes to the
It's
same
kind
place.
of
but-
annoying, isn't it? It's kind of like wherever you live, they're like, oh, but we have regulations. You have to use this
Yeah.
tiny little green box, and we'll collect that a week.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
God damn.
It's a bit of effort. It needs people to do it. But then I always hear that, like with recycling, like 80% or 70% doesn't even get recycled.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's
I'm
not.
like,
You
why
look,
am I
you look
doing
at how
this?
restrictive the recycling is. Oh, this is a fucking boring segment.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god,
yeah.
how restrictive the recycling
Cut
is
it
in
out, cut it
Basingstoke.
out.
But yeah, it's
mate,
like cardboard boxes, plastic glass bottles. And that's about it. Like, oh, okay. So all of this other stuff. It says recycle on the packaging, but I
Landfill.
can't actually recycle it.
Great.
So long story short, don't put your dick in a crazy hole.
Don't catch your dad masturbate. No, that's next week.
What the?
Save it for the next pod. Save it for the next pod.
Wait a minute.
Don't go through your partner's phone, or do if you want to break up the relationship anyway.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Just break up.
So we went with arsehole, right?
Don't do that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, we didn't conclude. Arsehole.
Yeah, that's the conclusion. Arsehole in my opinion.
Simple.
2 for assholes. You mean Arthur's also an asshole, but he accepts it.
And
Yeah.
actually, we should conclude with a term from my tossery of terms. Let's pick a random
Toss
page.
him off, bro. Toss him off.
Pneumonia. Whinging about the introduction of anything fucking new. Highly contagious among middle-aged men. Of course, I'd pick that one. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Here we are. Yeah, my turn. Last time I did this, I got a racist old joke.
Oh,
so,
yeah. The Korean fucking
yeah. Something. Oh, yeah. I'm going to try and remember it. It was, how do you know if a Korean kid's been to your house? Your phone's in rice and your dog's missing.
Your homework's been done.
Yeah, your homework's been done and your dog's missing. Shit knack. The irresistible novelty to impulse purchase some shit.
Shit, Nick.
Fantastic.
Loiterature. Half-assedly flicking through books you're not going to buy in an airport bookshop.
Fantastic.
Going to the last page. Basil's fuck yodel. The unsettling sound of urban foxes having it off at night.
Oh, they sound horrendous, don't they? They're dying.
No consent at all.
Slothmosis. Buying a book or an app about how to do something instead of actually doing it. I read it.
And now I know exactly how to do this.
Tossery.
Boom.
Shit, I wanted it to go close enough.
Good thing it's a
Like
hardback.
it fades out, but-
Right.
That's all we got time for.
Thanks for watching.
This has been
hope you
episode
enjoyed.
31.
Leave a like.
See you next